So, hello, doctor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pleasure to see you, doc.
Thank you.
I'm not going to refer to you. Well, in Washington, people like you for other reasons. They
Yes,
think about
Washington, they like me because I played a whore on television.
On the
for
West
some
Wing.
reason, yes. And for
Did it
some
stick?
reason do I feel like a hooker still?
Do you feel like that you get plugged into that whole thing? Now, do people remember you for that? Like, I heard about the correspondence dinner.
Yeah. Hey, you're the whore. Actually, Al Franken, I said, you're Al Franken. And he said, you're the whore. I'm very excited about him, actually.
Yeah, I hope that works out. I know that that's being challenged.
He's super smart.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I just am to have another Democrat. It's just the whole thing.
I know.
Is like it's just been so exciting.
Are you coming to town in a couple of weeks?
I think so.
Are you now?
Yeah, I
Did you
haven't
find
worked
somebody's
out all the
house?
details. I can't figure out where I'm staying yet, but I think I have a floor to sleep on.
You can have my living room.
Have the floor to sleep on.
$5,000. How much from my living? That's how it's insane what's going on.
Crazy.
But everybody's coming, and it's a good time to be in Washington
Yeah,
D.C. Again,
I'm really excited
for the first time in a while. I mean,
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
the city feels good. But I think more than that, I think that even though we have real problems right now, that I think that people are like, you know what, we can do this.
Well, I think what's good also is that the economy crashed while the person responsible for it was still president.
Right. Well,
sometimes it could be like you can just make it hold on long enough to
Right.
just leave office and then it crashes on the next one.
Right.
And then they blame the next one. But actually, I'm happy that we know the consequences of this man's actions before he's out of office, so that everyone's kind of going in understanding what Obama has to deal with.
Right.
No one's confused about that. It's
Right.
very clear. There's huge problems. He's got an enormous task, many enormous tasks at hand, and I think the whole country is really rallying behind him, which is
and I think
great.
we're ready too. I think we're like, you know what, let's just get it done. So you've come a long way from when you used to hang out in New York, Lisa E.
Yeah, a little bit.
In the house. Do you miss that time?
No, I mean, it was perfect for what it was. It was an incredibly exciting time.
It made NYU fun.
I was at NYU, but it had nothing to do with NYU.
I mean, no, I mean, but of course it didn't have anything to do. It was passing the time when you weren't studying and
when
doing,
I was
you know?
in school, I was just not there, But in fact, the dean at the time, the dean or the head of the drama program, pulled me in to talk to me after the New York Times article came out because they were concerned about my plans for the future.
Now listen, we need to talk to you about this. You're hanging out in these scandalous
they ignored
places.
me. They ignored me when real problems were happening at NYU. I had a roommate. The poor girl was a paranoid schizophrenic and didn't tell the school and didn't take her medicine. And that was my first experience with mental illness, and it was really heavy and it was very painful. And I don't know what happened to her. I hope she's all right, but. Then I had another roommate's boyfriend try and kill himself in my room.
What's with all these crises when you were in school?
A lot of crises and totally ignored by the school. But when the article in the New York Times Magazine came out, suddenly I was very important for them to talk to. Here we go. We better watch this one.
Now we're very concerned about you, Lisa.
Yeah. So I already was a little bit cynical.
We don't understand this. Now, has this cynicism carried on? I mean, because I'm more. I mean, we could talk about House all day, but I want to talk about some of the things that you are involved in, the things that you're passionate about, so we can understand you the person and not just you the person that played the prostitute on the West Wing.
Yeah.
You know, or you that plays the doctor on House, because you're involved.
I am. I'm involved.
And you're engaged as a person, and you're a person with some stature, and you're actually using it to give back. And that's one of the things that I've been fascinated about, and obviously in this city, you know, as much as we like to play and have fun and play fun music, we like to talk about, you know, you have to leave a mark. You have to do something.
Well, listen, when you have an opportunity, and when you're a grown up for one thing, because I don't think it works as well if you're 20 and you think you know everything. At least by the time you live another 20 years, you know you don't know everything. It's not that you know anything; you just kind of know you don't. But when people are shoving microphones in your face and you have a level of intelligence, you are obligated at some point, I feel, to at least take the opportunity to take somebody who needs to be heard and take their ideas and put them in front of you. And make that a little bit more important than some television show.
Things that move you right now, things that you're passionate about, involved with.
I work a lot with Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. They're an incredible organization. For example, they were the organization that was first into Katrina and last to leave. They saved about 5,000 animals.
So they beat Bush in there.
They really did.
Wow. Not hard to do.
They're really incredible, and they work with a lot of local rescue people in all different states and around the world, really. And so I really love what they do. They have an amazing sanctuary. I'm starting to do some work with Planned Parenthood. I think, especially from the last regime we've had, to go backwards in time in terms of losing female reproductive rights is terrifying and has enormous consequences. And so it's really important to fight for education, not just here but abroad. Bush took away funding if you taught family planning in certain countries. There was an exchange made where they could not teach family planning if they wanted to get this money, and I think that's disgusting. So I'm planning on doing more work with them. Some more work for AIDS research and AIDS awareness is another thing that I'm really passionate about. And
so moving forward, you're going to announce your candidacy for governor, and you're going to take on Schwarzenegger here in California, right?
Yeah, because I can see Hawaii from my house.
You are amazing, Lisa. Thank you so much, Doctor. House Fox Watch, new season. She's gorgeous. And for those of you internet people who are watching this and are silly, I saw the real thing.